Sasha Banks may be finished with the WWE if new trademarks and an upcoming appearance at a Comic-Con have anything to say about it. We are looking at the formerly known as Sasha Banks in Mercedes Varnado. We'll talk about it right here on Off the Script. Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. I got a little bit of extra for you. It is November 16th, 2022. I am JD from New York, as always, coming to you from the OTS venue. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Wednesday afternoons, wherever you may be. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell for all notifications, and I'm gonna need 1,000 likes. Absolutely important. 1,000 likes minimum right here on OTS. And a programming note, I will be live with Jesse, my buddy Jesse, Wednesday night, tonight, after AEW Dynamite. It is the Dynamite Go-Home show for this weekend, this Saturday, actually. Full Gear, where I will be live with Jesse. It's gonna be a big week for AEW. I got you guys covered right here on OTS. Sasha Banks may be finished with the WWE. You see this advertisement here. Mercedes Varnado, Casca Reeves, Star Wars The Mandalorian, formerly known as Sasha Banks, WWE superstar. This is the Comic-Con Revolution happening next year, May 20th and May 21st, 2023. A lot of people were asking me my opinion on this, formerly known as Sasha Banks. Now, why would WWE allow Mercedes to go out there and have an advertisement like this? Or why, I should say, the Comic-Con Revolution advertised Mercedes as formerly known as Sasha Banks? I thought Sasha Banks was coming back to the WWE. All these reports about Sasha Banks coming back to the WWE, I have vehemently said I think Sasha Banks is going to be at Survivor Series. Listen, it was just merely an opinion, and I stated my case. And I really find it difficult to believe, knowing what I know about Sasha Banks and Mercedes and the type of woman that she is and how important women's wrestling is to Mercedes. I find it very difficult to bypass an appearance at Survivor Series in Boston. Survivor Series that is now undergoing major changes for the first time in many, many, many years, for the first time in a long time, feeling important, with a first time ever for the WWE main roster having a women's War Games. This is the closest that we're getting to a women's revolution since Mercedes and Bayley started it all in NXT. I find it very difficult to believe that she will not be involved in some way, shape, or form. Now, I could be wrong. But the news yesterday is very, very interesting. So not only is she going to be at this Comic-Con Revolution, she trademarked several different names to go along with this. Ever since Sasha Banks with Naomi walked out of WWE on Monday Night Raw due to creative differences with Vince McMahon and People Power, Johnny Laurinaitis, gone, goodbye. Everyone's been on eggshells. Everybody's been asking, where's Mercedes? Where's Sasha? Where's Naomi? Is she coming back to the WWE? What is their next move? When is it going to happen? Are they going to be a tag team? Are they going to join Damage Control? All these things, all these question marks. At first, it looked like they would both be leaving WWE. Then all of a sudden, Vince McMahon, gone. Triple H, back. And you know Paul Levesque is not going to let Sasha Banks walk out of the WWE. He's going to let the woman do what she wants to do. If there's anybody in that company that knows Mercedes, it is Triple H. And if there's anybody that Mercedes wants to work for, it is Triple H. I don't think she's going anywhere full time. She's not going to AEW. She's not going to wrestle. She's not going to Impact, man. She's not going to Impact. But Mercedes will be back, but she wants to do what she wants to do right now. So after all of this speculation, right on cue, we got new trademarks that have been filed, and they've come along to keep people guessing about her next move. PW Insider noted yesterday that a company called Solnado Inc. applied for several trademarks on November 10th. These trademarks, which were sought for jewelry, merchandise, and numerous entertainment services, including professional wrestling, where the terms Mercedes Money, or Monet, M-O-N-E, it sounds like Monet, Mercedes Monet, or Money, or Monet Talks, Money Talks, Bank Monet, or Bank Money, and Statement Maker. As with most trademark issues in wrestling, the filing was handled by Michael Dawkins, best known as the Gimmick Attorney. Now, the trademarks and their similarities toward Banks have led to people speculating that they were filed for a new character Banks will be portraying. PW Insider also noted that Solnado Inc., a Toledo-based company incorporated in Delaware 3 months ago today, either a reference to Banks' real name, Mercedes Varnado, or a reference to the Solnado from the popular Mortal Kombat video game. As of this report, Wrestling Inc. has not confirmed at all. This is where I'm getting the source from. Wrestling Inc. has not confirmed whether Banks is associated with Solnado Inc. or trademarks. Wrestling Inc. has also reached out to Michael Dawkins to clarify whether Banks is behind Solnado Inc. and has yet to receive a comment back. Banks herself hasn't commented on the reports and appears to have been off social media since Tuesday, only tweeting about the death anniversary of Eddie Guerrero. Now, I want to read something else in regards to possible inclusion in this story. And this is coming from Fightful. This has nothing to do with Sasha Banks, but I'm going to include it in here because it is very interesting to see what they're reporting, and it goes in line with what we are thinking about with Sasha Banks here as far as these new trademarks and a possible venture outside of WWE in pro wrestling. Fightful had a report about contract lengths for all the new returning superstars in WWE. They've heard that several of the talents that were brought back were able to negotiate the ability to utilize some outside projects and platforms that they would not have been able to at the time when Vince McMahon was in charge and when they were originally released. It's worth noting that many of these rules that were already kind of strict back then have now been relaxed, and Triple H is allowing a little bit more freedom for everybody in the WWE. That could be something with Sasha Banks. That could be something in her situation here. But I'm going to throw something out at you that a lot of people are also speculating, and I do think it could be something. Mercedes mentioned that it's going to be a big November. She teased it's going to be a big November. She did an Instagram clip that's going to be a big November. Everybody was like, yep, Survivor Series. That's the easy thing to predict. But Mercedes doesn't want, she even teased images of Boston. She teased walking into a limo, and she teased something along the lines that she's going to be in Boston. AEW Dynamite was in Boston not too long ago. Survivor Series is in Boston. She's playing the marks. I knew she wasn't going to show up on Dynamite. And Survivor Series, it's a possibility, but it's also too easy. Mercedes, and I said this in my Survivor Series prediction, she wants to make history. And I do think that she wants to be back in WWE because the WWE is the top of the mountain. That's where she belongs. She knows she's going to make the most money she can in WWE. And the environment, there's no way I'm going to sit here and tell you guys that she doesn't want to work with Triple H or work for Triple H. That's just not true. She's seen the changes and she wants to be back there. That's my opinion. Has there been enough change for her to want to come back now? No. I don't think there really has been change at all in the women's division. There are more women back in WWE. It's a little bit more focused heavy on the women's division compared to what Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon were doing. But there has not been enough change in the WWE for Sasha to want to go back to WWE right now. War Games is great. War Games is going to be tremendous. It is the first time ever. I do think she wants to be a part of that. But is it enough change for her to want to go back? That would be easy for her to do. She wants to do other things. She wants to do what she wants to do. Modeling, movie premieres, acting. Maybe she wants to wrestle in Japan. Maybe she wants to wrestle in Japan. Now, the IWGP Women's Championship is to be decided on November 20th. Kairi Sane is in the finals of the tournament with Mayu Iwatani. I fucked the name up, I know. Kairi's in the finals, okay? This is happening on November 20th at Historic X Over in Tokyo, Japan. There will be a first time ever IWGP Women's Championship. I would assume that this Women's Championship will be defended in the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Kingdom. Now, this is merely speculation on my behalf. Do not take this and run with it as news. I'm just giving you an opinion from my platform. The trademarks stood out to me as damning. The trademarks stood out to me as, oh shit, she may be doing something else right now. And right now, she might not be contractually signed to WWE. She may have negotiated a way out, and she got her out in WWE, but there has been communications between Triple H and WWE and Sasha Banks. They want her back. She wants to be back, but she told Triple H, you know, I'm going to go do what I want to do. This is the first time in my professional career at this level that I have the absolute freedom to do whatever I want. And I want to go out there and do what I want to do. You don't think this woman wants to make history? You don't think this woman wants to wrestle in Japan and wrestle for the IWGP Women? It's already been teased. She's already teased it. So that could be what we're talking about. History in November. Historic X Over. IWGP Women's Championship being defended or fought over for the first time. A champion will be crowned on November 20th. Who's to say Kairi doesn't win the IWGP Women's Championship? And then at the end of that match, Mercedes shows up and is the first challenge for Kairi at Wrestle Kingdom for the IWGP Women's Championship. You don't think that's something that woman wants to do? I know I would if I'm Mercedes. If I have the opportunity to do so. Now, this is merely, again, speculation. Do not run with this. But she did mention something about history being made in November. That could be it. She's already been in the ring training. We've seen the videos on social media. All these trademarks really stood out to me, especially including the pro wrestling trademarks. Mercedes Money or Monet, Money Talks, Monet Talks. Bank Monet, Statement Maker. Sounds like a finishing move to me. Mercedes Money or Monet sounds like a new wrestling name. She needed to go out there and make a new name for herself because she's not with WWE anymore, presumably, and she can't use the Sasha Banks name. So she made something new to go out there and do what she wants to do now, and then she'll show up back in WWE around WrestleMania season. This is just merely speculation on my behalf. But we may be looking right now for the time being as Mercedes Varnado, formerly known as Sasha Banks, while she goes and makes history in Japan wrestling for the first time ever for the IWGP Women's Championship at Wrestle Kingdom against Kairi Sane. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to see her back in WWE, but right now, there may not be enough change for her to want to come back. War Games is great. And War Games is in Boston, and War Games against Bayley, and having that be a new women's revolution, the start of a new revolution in WWE sounds great, but passing up an opportunity to wrestle Kairi at the Tokyo Dome for Wrestle Kingdom? I don't know, man. If I'm Sasha Banks, Japan is my top priority. WWE is always going to be there, ready and willing to take her back, ready to do whatever she needs to do. It's home. That home isn't going anywhere. Let me know what you guys think about this. Formerly known as Sasha Banks. Comment section is yours. Tonight, I'll be live with Jesse to go over everything that happens on Dynamite for the Go Home Show. Please hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on social media at JD from NY206. I'll be live tweeting tonight during AEW Dynamite, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Guys, I'll see you tonight live from the OTS venue following AEW Dynamite on Off the Script.